trust Nigeria's following to serve our Father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with God and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Thank you very much. Please, may you take a seat as we call on the global teacher to be recognized to take the next item for us, please. Let's just give him some few seconds to come over and take the next item. That is Mr. Ephraim Jacob Inyangudo, the very man that has made us to be here today to gather in this space today. Thank you very much for appreciating him. When it is time, when the time is high and when the time is nigh, he will be formally introduced to each and every one of us in case there is someone that has not known him. But when they say someone is a global teacher, it is in my knowledge that the person is very, very exposed and very, very popular. And at that, he doesn't need any introduction. But for the purpose of this workshop and for the fact that this event is going to be streamed and it is going to be viewed in some other places apart from Nigeria, in the UK, in Canada, and the USA, it is imperative that we introduce him formally so that those that are watching from outside the country will have a feel of the gold that we have in Nigeria. And when they say anything good, can it come out of Nigeria? Yes, severally. We've been seeing it, and we know that something good and good things are actually here in our country, Nigeria. I have more than one global teacher in this house. That means you and I are also global teachers. Please put your hands together for yourself. And we welcome Mr. Ephraim to take the first presentation. Thank you.
And God has so blessed us with a gift. The gift who has caused us to gather here today from different nooks and crannies, leaving our tight schedule to come listen to him. A gift that has traversed the terrains of Nigeria and even gone beyond to be recognized and given this noble title, the global teacher. I am a teacher, you're a teacher. But are you a global teacher? No, you're not. We only have one global teacher. And for your information, for this project in 2024, he's the only one chosen in Nigeria. That we are gifted. I want to call on the global teacher to take his place while I give a little citation. I won't take all because it runs into pages. Lydia, help me run through. Please stand, sir. We want to see you. In human form that God presented to Akwa Ibom State. He's from Ika, you may want to know, and he's from Nigeria. He's your brother, he's my brother. His name is Ephraim Inyangudo, the global teacher, you call him. He has bagged so many awards. I may not be able to read all, that's why I want the media to run through some of this for me. He has bagged so many awards, like we are told, at the time he was decorated by ExxonMobil, that was in 2007, by this award called the Intellectual Award for Excellence, Teaching Excellence. Then in 2012, he had the one from Nigerian Union of Teachers the national, still for recognition of his teaching excellence. Then in 2013, he had another Mentor of Physics Award by Inyangudo Foundation. Can we give a hand clap to Inyangudo Foundation? That was the foundation that shot him into life acts. Brought him out from where he was and then shot him out. And the entire world began to hear of it. That's why you are here. That's why I'm here. Then in 2015, he had the Grand Mentor Award. Then the Gakadia Award came in 2016. You see the succession by Akwa Ibom State Government. Then 2017, the Martina Award, still for teaching excellence. 2018, he had award for teaching excellence again by PTA National. 2019, Inyangudo again emerged and said, we can't let you go, another award. 2021, he had the Martina Award. Please, are you following? Yeah. Okay. Martina Award. Then 2022, he had the Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Award. It's on the board. Then for the 21st Century Educator Award, see, he had another one from USA. And these are the people who've been encouraging him to show forth what is deposited in him. There's a treasure. There's a treasure in that vessel standing there. For my children, for your children. I beg of us as we gather here, let's tap and let's encourage him to bring forth so that our children will also carry the flag. Thank you, sir. Let's go. It's not finished. Then again, the Martina Award by Nigerian Greenwich 2022 in Lagos. Then the IBM International Award for Creativity, Innovation, Invention 2022 by Ikabildas Forum. We can go on and on and on and on. As you see, he's a young man. He has not exhausted what is in him. And so that's why we are gathered here today to listen to him, present what he has for my generation, for your generation. There are many of them like that because God has his golden deposits in earthen vessels. And unless we encourage them, they cannot flower. Teachers, let's do the job we are asked to do. And so, it's my singular privilege and honor to present to this holy assembly the gathering of learned men and women, distinguished personalities, the person of Mr. Ephraim Inyangudo.
Don't pause it, the map pause it. You don't turn like that, just split it. Okay.
We're thinking that those people that use a kind of globe item to come and teach in class, once you use that item to teach, that means you are a global teacher. But that's why it's good to attend workshops. You see, today, the person that is called a global teacher has been successfully recognized, and we are learners today. Please put your hands together once again. So we have Mr. Ephraim Jacob Inyangudo to guide us on the first paper presentation, and it's actually the lead paper for today. Please put your hands together as we have a global teacher.
Teachers are great.
No controversy.
No controversy.
Teachers are great.
Address of welcome presented by Ephraim Jacob Inyangudo. Global Teachers Workshop held on the 19th April 2024 as standard technology Center for Technology Transfer and Possibility. Excellency the Governor, Commissioner, Education, Chair and State Education Board, officers, the scholars present, Directors of Education, great educators, all of us really observe. I like to most respectfully, with great joy in my heart, welcome you to the 2023 English Class Workshop and it's up today in Akwa Ibom State. I want to thank very great United Government, the U.S. Department of State, Education, supporting our friends, ECA, National Research and Exchange Board, IREC, the U.S. Embassy, Lagos, and Abuja, for training me, for standing by me, for supporting me, and for that great love and effort to reposition education in Akwa Ibom State, in Nigeria, Africa, and indeed the world. Only God can reward you for this acknowledged reality. Thank you for your love, for our teachers, for our country, and for making this workshop possible. Special thanks go to our dear state government, state education board, all government functionaries present from their backup, and for working with me to make this workshop possible. Special thanks to both to the Inyangudo Foundation, the leading Regional Foundation of Nigeria, for collaborating with me and for helping me plan this workshop. I also thank Professor Sima Gordon and our team, Standard Institute of Technology, Center for Technology Transfer and Security, and all partners for working assiduously for the timely emergence of this workshop. Above all, I thank the Almighty God for His journey mercies and for making this meeting possible. Noble colleagues, this workshop is specially packaged to train you, who will in turn train your students to acquire critical thinking skills, creative, environmental problem-solving capacity, and other fundamental skills society needs to mitigate the effect of climate change and global warming. On early child education in Niger Delta, this workshop will also help in getting our students the culture of waste management, waste disposal, and waste disposal. As they grow up with this culture in them, our environment, our early education will be preserved. I expect you to give it the seriousness it deserves, how the workshop will be fun, captivating, and educating. I wish you all a wonderful time as you learn. God bless the United States of America. God bless Africa. God bless Nigeria. God bless Akwa Ibom State. Thank you so much. Now, without wasting time, we're going to have our lead presentation by Ephraim Inyangudo at Global Teachers Workshop held today, the 19th April 2024 at Standard Institute of Technology, Center for Technology Transfer and Capacity Building here in New York. Now let's look at the general topic. The general topic we're considering is developing technical and innovative skills in students that will enable them to protect, preserve, and solve environmental problems that are currently threatening early education in the Delta region of Nigeria. I give it a subtopic, and my subtopic is the expectation gap between the educational output from secondary schools and the reality in our society, the missing link, and the way forward. Now the big question is, why this workshop? The importance of this workshop cannot be overemphasized. The statement of need below briefly summarizes the importance and the necessity of this workshop. So the workshop is timely, essential, and of utmost importance if the early education in Niger Delta must survive the threats of climate change and poor waste management superimposed on our students by the reckless activities of man and our natural environment and ecosystem. Now look at statement of need. Environmental education is so important in the 21st century than at any other time in history. Modern technology that characterizes our 21st century also introduces a dramatic negative effect and damage to our environment. Climate change and global warming are two great evils that are troubling our environment and our corporate existence. Our children must be taught how to keep, preserve, or sustain our environment, or one day we'll wake up to see environment that can no longer sustain life. In Niger Delta region, oil and gas exploration have posed so many deadly problems and threat to life for more than 5 decades now. Gas is flooded in Niger Delta since 1960. This causes serious air pollution in the land. It is noticed that after rainfall, rainwater always turns blackish in color due to this pollution. And unfortunately, due to high level of poverty in the land, our students, even their parents, drink this polluted water every day. This is a major cause of premature death among students in Niger Delta region of Nigeria. Air pollution is indeed a public health emergency in our Niger Delta. Every year, thousands of students, adult children die prematurely. Acid rain from all these refineries is another health problem in Niger Delta that is also affecting students and children in a significant way. These also make rainwater unfit for drinking for our students. Although air pollution is one of the biggest public health issues we face globally, it is getting worse by the day. Niger Delta population lives in places that exceed the World Health Organization air quality guideline limits. Invisible particles penetrate cells and organs in our body, our lungs, heart, blood, and brain. This leads to thousands of students, people suffering with diseases like asthma, stroke, heart attack, cancer, and so on. Furthermore, due to extreme poverty, most communities in Niger Delta use firewood for cooking. Trees are cut down daily and forests keep disappearing. By the day, this poses a serious threat to life, climate, and environment. Trees naturally help to reduce carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere by photosynthesis. So when trees are excessively cut down without replacement, carbon dioxide content of the atmosphere rises, thus giving rise to global warming, which is currently threatening life in Niger Delta and on planet Earth. It is very clear that this need occurs because our curriculum was not properly structured, as it is in the case of the United States, to retrain students to develop unique culture, technical skills, innovative capacity to protect, preserve, and sustain a good environment that can support life and growth in our world. What education should do for our secondary school students? Education we offer should be number one, to prepare our students to acquire healthy, comfortable, and decent lifestyle. Number two, to put basic skill profile in them to survive in this competitive world. Number three, to develop them and inculcate in them creative, innovative, environmental problem-solving capacity capable of making our ecosystem and environment safe to support life. Realities of life. Realities of life. Students graduate every year with little or no knowledge about the environment, how to conserve, preserve it,
on what to do to help keep the environment safe. Students graduate every year without creative, innovative problem-solving capacity. They lack capacity to collaborate or brainstorm to solve unique problems. Graduates engage in activities that promote excessive carbon greenhouse emission and ultimately change our climate with attendant problem of global warming. Graduates expect so much from the society without any capacity to give back to society. They lack waste management skills, know-how, missing link. The missing link between the education we offer and the realities on ground are: number one, education we offer does not really develop creative, innovative, environmental problem-solving capacity in our students. Number two, our education does not really inculcate in our students the basic skills the society needs to solve climate change to global warming problems. Number three, education we offer does not give our students the requisite deep knowledge of the environment they live in, and does not prepare them to face the hard realities of climate change, so poor waste disposal, and does not help them to have a solution to mitigate it. Now let's look at the way forward. Education that helps develop creative, innovative, and problem-solving capacity students should be given to our students. Number two, education that inculcates in students the skills society needs for meaningful development should be given to our students. Education that offers students deep and requisite knowledge of the environment they live in, things that work to destroy the ecosystem, and ways to mitigate the effect of such factors should be given to our students. Education that incorporates our students scientific agriculture of waste management, waste disposal, and waste recycling should be given to us dear students. Finally, education that helps the student reset the climate, eliminate global warming, and develop technology that relies greener renewable energy, and phase out technology that utilizes fossil energy should be given to our students. So I will quickly look at what this reduction aims to achieve. Number one, to develop creative and innovative environmental problem-solving capacity in our students. Number two, to inculcate in students the skills society required to reset our environment and restore our ecosystem to total extinction. Number three, to inculcate in our students the culture of cleanliness, environmental management skills, waste disposal techniques, waste recycle capacity. Number four, finally, to develop a culture of collaboration and teamwork in our students. This can help them reset our climate, eliminate global warming, and develop technology that utilizes greener energy. This can ensure peaceful coexistence, reduce crime rate, reduce violence, encourage self-employment, and entrepreneurship. What is global warming? Warming is a phenomenon of climate change characterized by general increase in average temperature of Earth, which modifies the weather balances, and ecosystem for a long time. It is directly linked to the increase of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, worsening the greenhouse effect. In fact, the average temperature of planet Earth has increased by 0.8. This is every day. Discover the we know what we suffered from. Is it China? The heat wave, which is still ongoing, even when the rain had come. We know what we're going through. This is as a result of climate change. This is little of what is coming. The temperature has risen now from over 8, Celsius now. Now it is predicted in 20 that the temperature will rise by 5 degrees. And what will happen? A lot of things will no more exist. So many animals will just go off. We will see them. That is the problem we have. If no action is taken, it will have harmful consequences on to humanity and the planet. This is of course now starts. Animals are disappearing already. And as we destroy the environment, we should expect in our home. And that is why this thing is very, very important. Our students, help them grow with this knowledge of how to protect the environment, because if we don't, it means our environment will be in danger tomorrow. Because what I see today is what we give them, we don't really teach them the danger we have in the environment. Because we don't know anything about the environment and what is going on. So this is why this is very important. Causes of global warming. Number one, the greenhouse effect is natural phenomenon. However, the increase in greenhouse gases is linked to human activity. It is thus no surprise that the world-leading climate scientists believe that the human activities are very likely the main cause of global warming since the mid-20th century, mostly because of number one, fossil fuel. The massive use of fossil fuel is obvious, although the first cause of global warming. Burning of coal, oil and gas produces carbon dioxide, the most important greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, as well as nitrous oxide. Burning of our petrol, our diesel, and the concrete. The world over is using one thing, the world over. And this thing is a very serious problem to us. Number two, deforestation. You know that our forests have gone. You don't have it again. Trees are cut down. And you know trees are very important to support climate. But they are being cut down every day. And where are we going? We are going to see again that the system will only support deforestation. Now we look at the next one. Intensive farming. Another cause of global warming is intensive farming, not only with ever increasing livestock, but also with plant protection products and fertilizers. Inorganic fertilizers is doing a lot of harm to us, even the livestock. In fact, cattle and sheep produce large amount of methane when digesting their food, while fertilizer produce nitrous oxide or nitrous oxide emissions. So the inorganic fertilizer is actually harming our system. And the cattle will be ready. This is how far we go. So intensive farming is also a problem. The next one is waste disposal. Waste management, like landfills and incineration, emit greenhouse and toxic gas, including methane. These are that are released into the atmosphere, soil, waterways, contributing to the increase of the greenhouse effect. This one is a problem, and it's very common here. Poor waste management. Now, when I went to US, I went to one city, Reno. The city is too clean. All the buildings. In fact, to drop a paper, you are afraid to drop even paper on the ground. Very, very clean. So they came to teach us why Reno is too clean. They say some people, non-governmental, organization, and they said this Reno must be clean. And so they took it upon themselves and produced a lot of things and trained people how to make Reno clean. And today it is one of the world cleanest cities. Very, very clean. And I never know a city that clean. If you look at the road, it is as if they wash the road. It is. And I know this is why some people, when they go there, they don't want to come back. But people took the responsibility that this Reno must doesn't even go individuals, and they did it, and today the thing is very clean. Waste disposal. You look at our environment, we throw anything, is it not true? Sometimes from where we are traveling, we drop something on the road. If you go to Owerri, Abani, see what happened on the road. Very poor waste management. And these things are very dangerous to our environment, to life of planet Earth. Sometimes I ask myself, when are we going to come out of this? When are we going to have what we have outside here? When are we going to have it? And the question or the answer is it must start now, and it must start with our students. The culture has to go deep inside of them, and they grow with the culture, otherwise they will be able to change. That's why this workshop is very, very important to all of us. You go back, teach your students. Listen. The next one is mining. Going and custom. Mining. Mining is also another problem. Overconsumption. Overconsumption also plays a major role in climate change. In fact, it is responsible for the exploitation of natural resources from national which could contribute to global warming. Now, I will just reflect on biodiversity. I have increase in temperature and the climate upheavals disturb the ecosystem, modify the condition and cycles of plant reproduction. The scarcity of resources and climate change are changing life habits and migratory cycles of animals. We are already witnessing disappearing of many species, including endemic species, or conversely, the inclusion of invasive species that threaten crops and animals. Global warming, therefore, impacts biodiversity. It is a balance of biodiversity that is modified and threatened according to the IPCC. 1.5 degree average rise by put 20 to 30% of species at risk of extinction. If the planet warms by more than 2 degrees, most ecosystems will struggle. Next one, impact of ocean. I want you to know that ocean is rising. We're told it grows by 6 years, the past 30 years. And now it is predicted in 2000 it will rise by 1 meter. And you see we have flooding everywhere. And they have predicted flooding this month of this year. And Akwa Ibom is one of the states. When the ocean is rising, expect trouble. On humans, human beings are not spared by these upheavals. Climate change is affecting the global economy. It is already shaking up social health and political balances in many parts of the world. The scarcity of resources like food and energy give rise to new